What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be kind of like my top 5 knives I've been carrying as of the past, since I kind of started getting back into knives like 8 months ago or something like that. I bought some more knives recently that I've given a lot of pocket time to, but these are the ones that I'm about to show you are the ones that I've received the most so far. I kind of wanted to start out with the first one I kind of got, like kind of expensive wise. I think it was like 270, something like that. I don't know, but at the time, this was by far the most expensive one I bought because I used to buy a lot of budget ones. So this was the one I kind of branched out on. I always heard great things about Benchmade, and I always kind of just remembered the emblem and everything. So that's why I kind of decided to kind of start with this one as my first expensive one. This has been a great knife. It's like I said, it's my first actual like expensive one. So it has seen a lot of pocket time. It's got that M390 steel. Got the deep care pocket clip, and what I was kind of attracted to with this blade was the scales, the milled shape and everything like that. I just thought was awesome, just the way it looked and the light and everything. And I'm not a big red or burgundy, maroonish. Like it's more burgundy, I guess. I don't know the exact color. I'm not a big that type of color fan, but I actually really like this on this knife for some reason. It even has like for the back spacers also. All the knives I'm about to show you, they all have the lanyard holes on them. I never really was into those, and I actually never knew what they were for until my Benchmade, when I bought the Benchmade. I think what you're going to see, 3 out of the 5 are these crossbar locks, axis locks, clutch locks, all the above. 3 out of the 5 have these type of locking mechanisms. I tend to kind of gravitate towards these. When I bought this, I didn't know anything about it, I guess. So it was kind of like a spur of the moment type of buy. Like, I bought it, learned about the lock, thought it was kind of cool. And ever since then, I've kind of gravitated toward them because I like the way they close. I don't know why. I like to fidget with them. But I've always loved the way this thing looks. Like, it looks good. I've always liked black and silver. Those are kind of like 2 of my favorite colors, I guess. Kind of that black, silver, and blue, obviously. But yeah, I don't know. I've always thought that was a cool knife, and Benchmade's always been like a household name, so that's what I kind of got for what I kind of bought that. Next up is the Demco 80 20.5. I got the shark foot. I think, yeah, they call it the shark foot. I always thought it was kind of cool when I first saw this because I thought that was kind of different, the locking mechanism. I buy knives because of the locking mechanisms. Like, if I don't have any experience with them, I usually kind of buy them just because I want to try them out. But this was a Knife Center exclusive. I actually really liked it. I like the shark foot, the way it looks, the blade. It is 3V. Yep, 3V steel. But I just like the way it looks. I like the locking mechanism. I like the way it looks. And I heard a lot of things about it when I first started looking up about it. I want to get. I first was kind of iffy on the scales because they look kind of cheap, and it actually weren't. They're not really too bad. They feel pretty good overall. It is kind of a deep care pocket clip. Also, it's kind of ish. It just kind of pokes out a little bit, but it also is ambidextrous. But you can't put this pocket clip on this side. It actually comes with a separate pocket clip to go on this side, which I thought was pretty cool. That was good thinking on their part. But I've always liked this one. I like the jimping on it. Like, you can really choke up on it and everything. And then like with the little choil or whatever this is right here, this little finger grip, you can really get out there if you need to. I haven't really needed to because the blade's not overly long, as you kind of see. Like, it's not. Yeah, see, it's not overly long. Like, you don't really need to choke up out there with your finger. I don't think, in my opinion. I think this is good enough for me. But I love this. I love the fidget with this. Like, you have multiple ways of opening it. You have the thumb studs. You have the hole right there, the thumb hole or finger hole. It opens up great, and I actually really love that. I love all 5 of these knives. I'm ready to show you. This is kind of like the order of most I carried. The first number 1 carry, you might be surprised about. I don't hear too awful much about it, at least not anymore. Maybe back in the day or whenever it came out, I don't know. But of course, for the 3rd one, of course, you had to have the Kaiser Drop Bear. This is actually the first one I bought. I had 2, and I'm actually checking out a 3rd one. I don't know if it's been released yet. I think it's getting ready to come out, but I'm looking into that because I just like these knives. They're, like I said, they're great knives. They're perfect. I love the way they flip open. Like, at first I thought this was the best knife for flipping open and everything like that. Just how smooth it was. But I will go to give it to this now, Kaiser. They just made a great knife. Like, it just opens and it closes, and it's just buttery smooth. I think I say that all the time about this knife whenever I'm talking about it or like doing a video on it. I say it all the time. I love the shape. I think it's spear point. It just opens really well, and the reversible pocket clip, deep carry with the tip up. I don't think none of these knives. See, I do like when everything is recessed, like the pocket clip and the screws. The screws are at least recessed into this, but the pocket clip isn't. I think that's kind of a cool thing when some of the knives, the pocket clip is recessed into the handle. But I love the way it feels. Kaiser makes some of the best jimping in my opinion. I love choking up on it and everything like that. Like, it just feels good. It's not slippery and it's not like too rough on you. I do love that this is 154 cm too. All the steels I'm kind of talking about right now, I do really enjoy. I do like using. Have had any problems with them. I don't use them all day, every day, but when I've used all these knives, I've not had any problems like getting dull so far. They've all stayed relatively sharp. I am kind of paranoid right now because I'm learning how to sharpen knives, and I don't want to sharpen one of these just yet till I keep practicing on my cheaper, older knives, whatever. I'm kind of using those. And once these get dull, I will start trying to sharpen them, but hopefully I'm going to be really, I don't know about really good, but we'll go with a lot better than what I am now. But I really love this knife. Like I said, I have two. I'm getting ready to buy a third one. I actually was kind of gravitated toward this one just because of the purple thumb stud. I think it was just something that just made it pop, and that's what I think I really like about it. It sets it apart, kind of like with the bug out with that maroon, or excuse me, burgundy type thumb stud. I really like that about that. But again, I forgot about this. I actually want to get. I like these scales. Obviously, I don't feel like changing anything like on these two out. But the Demco, I do like the scales. But I've been looking at some scales. Goat. They have some scales. I don't know exactly what ones. I know they got some titanium ones or something like that. I'm kind of looking at. Well, I've been seeing them advertised from people. So I'm probably going to get ready to look at those. I know they're kind of expensive, so I'm probably going to get those for this eventually. Probably, hopefully, within the next 4 to 5 months, something like that, just when I get time and a little extra cash. This one, it's a big one. It's a meaty one. I have problems flipping it open. I know some people can flip it open from the thumb hole. I have problems with it sometimes. I know if I kind of put a little bit of a little lube or whatever inside there, lubricant, like I can usually, that's when I kind of can get it flung open a little bit better. But again, another, I can't remember what Ho calls it. Clutch lock. I know clutch lock is this. Axis. It's hard to keep track of them. Bar lock. It's a bar lock. But I really like this one. It's just a real meaty one. It's I didn't say it yet. This is the Hogue 6-hour K320 AXG. But there's also the CPM S30V. American made. I love the walnut like wood inlays. Like, I always gravitate towards like wooden handle knives, and I actually was going to get the black one, just the straight black aluminum, or can't remember what this is. I think it's aluminum. But once I saw the walnut, I kind of just bought it, loved it. I did kind of want the Tonto. I think it was a Tonto blade, style blade. I kind of wanted that, but I kind of felt like I kept buying a lot of those styled knives, so I kind of went with this. I haven't had any problems. Love it still. I love the way it looks, even with this blade. They have another one. It's like it looks like the Sig Sauer pistol. I can't remember what pistol it is, like the Sig 320 or Sig 320 or something like that. It's like a desert tan. Then it has like a instead of all like obviously walnut, they have like, it looks like a desert tan kind of camo. I kind of want to get that, and I also want to get in the Tonto. I actually love the way that looks. Don't have the obviously the SIG gun, but I think it'd be pretty dope to get the knife and the SIG gun to kind of match. But I want to get both of those one day, maybe one day. But as of right now, the handgun's kind of expensive. I can't remember. I looked it up once, but I can't remember. 6 hours are usually a little more expensive, but you pay for the quality. Like, they're quality handguns. You're gonna get what you pay for. So, and for number one, I don't know if a lot of people would be surprised, but it is the Wii Subjugator. Man, my hands are getting all, these knives all a little greasy or something. Must be moisture or something, I don't know. But this is the knife that I've carried the most, which is very surprising because I do not like bronze a whole lot on anything, but this just pops. I think it's just the color of the thumb stud and the screws and just like the pivot and just everything. Like, it just goes really, really well. And I've actually carried this around a lot. Like, I just love the kind of, like, I don't know what you would, I think of like brush nickel, like when you buy like faucets and stuff like that. That's one of them, like brush nickel. That's the type you can get, the color and everything. And I feel like this is kind of like it. It's kind of got those scrapes and everything and those little markings all over it. And I love the way that looks. It reminds me of that. And also, this is a very sharp knife. I've actually cut myself more than once on it. But it does have that. Let me get the, I don't know if you guys can see a CPM 20 CV steel. Come on. I don't know if you can really see that, but yeah. I have actually a few knives. After buying this, I later bought a couple more knives with the 20 CV steel. I've actually really enjoyed this. I've never had problems with it. It's always been pretty sharp for me. I think I have like 3 or 4 knives now in it. But like I said, this is my favorite knife I've carried, and I'm actually, when I pulled this out, to kind of, because I was already planning the video out and everything, and I already knew this was my number one. And once I pulled it out, I started again fidgeting with it, playing with it, and I just remembered how smooth and how nice this was, and how much I loved carrying it. And it started making me think how much I need to start carrying this again, and I've already started carrying it since I've gotten it out for this video. But again, sharp knife. I can't remember how much this was. I think it was 2 plus. I'm not quite sure. I can't remember. But great knife. Like, I don't have any complaints on it. Except I don't have many frame locks. I'm still not the biggest frame lock fan. Like, obviously, like, I still love this knife. I guess I have one little complaint, I guess. It's not really a complaint. But, this is my favorite frame lock. But, I prefer the bar locks, obviously. I just like them. I think they're a better locking mechanism, at least in my opinion. But, again, I love this knife. I love also the pocket clip, how it matches and everything. It's got the, I don't know, the gold bronze screws on the inside. They're also all flush with the pocket clip, which is nice too. And I don't know, I just think this knife just goes really well. Like, it just looks sharp. Pun intended. It's a sharp knife and looks good. But that's my top 5. I don't know, you guys tell me what's your guys' 5. I always kind of curious about that. I usually watch a lot of videos like about people's top 5 knives or top 5 carries or just whatnot like that. I kind of was thinking about doing, obviously my top 5 has kind of changed so the past few months. So I was thinking about doing like a 2023 just this year top 5, which obviously it's changed. So I'll probably do that probably next couple months, maybe a month or something like that. Give it another month because I have a couple other knives coming in that I want to check out and carry, and obviously it might change then too. So, but give me your opinion on what you guys think about my top 5, and if you guys have a top 5, you let me know in the comment section. And if you like the video, just give it a thumbs up and subscribe.